There it is. Hello and welcome to a Heroes of the Storm gameplay build with sgt.hammer. Tanking it like a tank. I'm only saying it like that because I actually haven't come up with the title for this video yet. And normally I have that already advanced before I do it, so maybe that's just what it's going to be. Tanking it like a tank. So I've got Pracky playing with me here. He's going to be the silent dude who basically doesn't say much apart from randomly, sporadically throughout the game. And he'll be able to hear me when I hold down control and talk to him. But otherwise, we see we're going to be restricted here. So you want to play sgt.hammer, and you're like, oh, I want to play sgt.hammer, but you know, I haven't got access to all the awesome abilities. Well, neither do I, but we're going to try and make it work anyway. So let's have a look what our first ability is going to be. Increase damage to distant enemies. Well, since it's a siege tank, you're going to want to do some damage, so why not? Yeah, look at that beautiful range. We'll see what we can get away with here. Maybe chuck down some cheeky mines. Might give away my position a little bit, but who knows. I think they might be having a ruckus in the middle. They normally do. So let's go and pay them a visit. That's a nice little stun. That's a badass looking Moradin. Don't think I've ever seen that one before. That's a weird looking... I wonder that's some... What's it called? Thingamajig skin. Oh look, there's an Anubarak. Me and Pracky were just talking about how you'd never see these guy. I've seen an Anubarak once in like all of these games that I've played. So that's like the second time I've seen him. It's quite an amazing thing to witness. See if we can block him in. Oh no, he has his leap to get out, so bear that in mind. That's a lovely job from Pracky there. So one of the things I'm going with this tank, unfortunately...
That'll teach me.
Yeah, that'll teach you to
Holy
play well.
Shit.
Oh shit, this is really getting bad now.
Yeah,
now I'm
hello,
dead.
bastard.
Hello everyone. And they're going to get away with it, aren't they? Get away with murder. Yep. Okay, well this is a duo queue, people, so we basically don't ever get warnings from allies on the other side of the game saying, you know, what, you're about to get ganked. It's going to happen. But the way we're going to play this game, at least the aim of this is for me to try to get away with as much damage as possible whilst Pracky protects me. So ETC is a great guy for CC control. He's just not so good once he's used his CC control and then gets ganked by Faustad, so that's a little unfortunate, but hopefully that won't happen every single time.
He's just a great guy in general, to be honest.
It was, pretty much. So I'm going to sit myself down here. Seems like a cozy place to stop off, because I can't commit too much with 3 enemy heroes, can't get that close. So we'll just have a nice little cozy spot here. Oh, hello there. Anubarak's going to engage, have some fun. Going to push him back. Looks like Abathur wants to join the game. Oh, fucking Faustad again, hello. How you doing, fella? At least I'm in a better position now. Back off, see if we can get some damage done. This is where it gets tricky though. Trying to get in that mine and not get fucked is nigh impossible. I can't even get back out. Yep, they've pretty much got that because they got in there first. So you can keep an eye on the mine and consider getting back in there in a moment. Yeah, they're still hanging around. I'm going to try to sit my ass down and do some damage to the other siege tank as much as possible. Vampiric Assault, I almost always go for this anyway because it's fantastic because you do stupid amount of damage. So let's try to see if we can hold on to our Z, which is a good way to speed yourself up, but you don't want to just blow your load straight off the bat. Strafe Micro is fine at the moment. Now I can use Z because Tacitus coming from the other angle. I can try to block these guys in. And if he wants to come and see what I'm up to, oh, that's what's gonna happen, bro. That's pretty funny. Oh, I couldn't get the last hit. So, okay, we're coming out of siege mode, and we are gonna maybe make our way towards the boss and see if we can get more skulls in the enemy team, because that'd be ideal. Because the skull golems are really strong on this map now, and it's pretty easy to get them. Pracky's gonna initiate, gonna chuck down some mines, and I'm gonna go into siege mode, and that's all good. Why not, eh? I'll just be ready to use Concussive Blast, which will basically push away the enemies. This is one of the annoying things about being a siege tank, is when people do CC controls like that, even mobs, you can't really do too much about it. Now would be a good idea to put mines behind me in case people are coming from behind. They came from behind. And I accidentally used my set there for flare when I meant to press B, so why not? And back we go. You can either just get back into the fight by exiting the mine, or you can come back and replenish your mana and have a good time. So, I'm probably going to want to go at the top because I do a lot of damage. Now, there's 2 ways to play it. You could go with the giant. I'm considering that. Do you know what? I'm considering what's best. What is best? To defend and do shite loads of damage against the opposing siege giant, or to actually go with R1 and take the advantage of him basically being awesome and tanking the damage whilst I can sit in the background doing damage. I think that's probably going to be the best way to play it, at least from my point of view. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, I've got the stun talent, so I'm going to defend from the golem.
Oh,
but
you
I
are,
keep
yeah?
him stunned 50% of the time.
Bracky's got a really sexy voice, by the way, because he's got a cold. So that's why he sounds even deeper than normal. Oh, hello there, Mr. Stun Mountain King. Want to take some extra damage? Oh, that's a lovely stun there from
Or maybe
Uber.
not, maybe they've patched that because it didn't work there.
Maybe they've patched it indeed, just to stop people like you. Now I'm gonna...
Yeah, they have.
I sieged up, but there wasn't that much point
Not at
because they
all.
got nothing left to fucking attack. Okay, this would be a good point to siege. So, sieging here should allow me to get access to that base. Yes, just about indeed. Now we've got slowing mines or frosted cooldown reduced. I'm actually going to go with the slowing mines just to control the enemy. As long as I'm working alongside Pracky as well, the mines, his CCs, his controls, should be able to keep people off my back quite a bit here. So as you can see, the giant's going to keep them busy, and I'm sitting at the back there doing bucket loads of damage like a good little tank should. And they're taking loads of damage just trying to defend versus this. Look at all their health. I could actually get in there and maybe get a kill off here. Oh, maybe you want to be a little bit careful because that was slightly too keen there. Slightly too keen. Okay, probably best to just hang back a little bit more with the tank. Okay, the tank's not supposed to charge forward. It's not a siege tank from Warcraft 3. It's a siege tank from StarCraft. So I might want to play it a little bit more cool. You can see my damage is kind of terrible so far this game. It can be a lot more, and it will be a lot more, but we've got to have a few less battling engagements. Blunt force gun. Ah, this is nice fun to have. So you can just pretty much use it at any time. It's probably good to try and hit heroes with it if you can though, but it's also going to do awesome damage to buildings. Now particularly I want to be protected, so I'm going back up to the top to find Pracky actually. Pracky will protect me. I'm too aggressive, and I find it hard to play a particular style even when it's supposed to be based on playing that style this video. But you know me. You know what I'm like. I just like to get into the face of people, and it's probably not a good idea to do that with a siege tank. So speaking of which, let's get ourselves bunkered in, and we get ourselves access within the bush, and do lots of damage, and maybe use blunt force gun if they come out again enough. Like now might be a good time. Oh! He just stopped it, and he's put it on a 10-second cooldown because he interrupted it with his skill, knowing that I was about to do it. And here we go. They're going to try to do this. Concussive blast, and then use my ability. Oh, Jody! Lovely timing there for Pracky's Mosh Pit ultimate. That allowed me extra time to get off my blunt force gun and basically hit as many of them as I could do whilst they're all just standing there dancing. Another time just to sort of siege up here because I can. See if I can get Faust out every moment that he comes into those blue lines. I'm going to go for him. Otherwise the fort is my focus. And these guys, the support, Pracky, Ufa, Tassadar, very easy for me this game if I play it this way. So basically just protect the tank. And now I might want to be a bit careful because it's time to get to the... I'm going to get ready. Now I'm going to use my boosters because they've pretty much done all their CC shit. And I'm going to get back. Unfortunately siege up just as they're doing that. And now we're going to strafe back and attack. Slow in mines, hopefully slow them down a little bit. Fortunately, I didn't get caught there. They've got quite a lot of stuns going on. I'm going to soak up the moon juice and then get back into the mine because I can't really go first. You've got to be real careful just jumping in there. Although they're not waiting for us, surprisingly. That's hard because I need to go with someone else really. I can't solo engage them all that easily. I wonder if I can push him back when he's using his burrow. I don't think I necessarily can. Almost got my blunt force ability again. Okay, basic attacks do extra damage if not attacked, so you do more damage if you haven't been attacked. Well, so far this game I've been getting attacked shitloads, so I'm going to go Giant Killer instead, because I'm going to do extra damage anyway to heroes there. And particularly since they got a lot of warriors, Anubarak, Moradin, you know, well, 2 at least, you know, I can do extra damage to warrior types because I do damage based off how much health they have. Because that's how Giant Killer works. 1.5% of the hero's maximum health. Okay, let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to just rinse and repeat what I did last time. It seemed to work quite nicely. And we got the blunt force gun ready again. 70-second cooldown. It would almost be tempted just to use it like now, just for lols, and then have it ready again when I kind of need it. push these little fellas back, stop them from attacking that, although Tassadar was doing a good job at defending. One of my allies has smartly gone Mule, which is actually really good if the enemy aren't ready to stop it or get rid of it. So when you're siege mode, you become immobile to increase basic attack range by 90%. You deal 25% splash damage and deal 30% bonus damage to minions and structures. So really you want to siege whenever you can, and now's not going to be a good time to do it in the enemy team because, well, they're so far pushed forward and all of my allies are up at the top, so I guess I'm not going to get to do what I was going to go and do, which is continue to push because, well, you're closer to the enemy base and you're more likely to get ganked, so you just got to play it how it's seen. So yeah, Sergeant Hammer coming up here at the top here, not really doing much this game. I could get a lot more damage out. I'm a bit of a sort of DPS whore, really. I love to sort of maximise the DPS meters, but so far this game I've just been dicking around more than anything else. But the one thing we definitely picked up on this game is Sergeant Hammer is best when she is protected by the team, because she does ridiculous damage, so really it's in everyone's interest to just pretty much keep her alive. I'm surprised that my range wasn't even that good there. I've got to be careful about sieging up here because I might get ganked by a new barrack. So again, just got to stay where the team is. Now is a nice little good hidey hole, so if I hide here and I can do some extra damage, although here comes Falstad. Oh, here we go, blunt force gun right in the middle of that, beautiful! And then we can pick off a couple of heroes to boot. Use hyper boosts to get back in there, have some fun, see if we can catch up with the enemy. I don't think my slow mines are going to catch up in time. Oh, and I can only basically push him away. I can't possibly get any damage out there. I might have been able to do some strafe attacks, but I would be losing my position. The potential was there. Oh, well, this guy's going down. Bad news for that Sergeant Hammer, that's for sure. Okay, now we can siege up and just be in range here. Surely? Nah, yeah, we got it. Just in range. You've got to get used to it. No, actually, it's the other guy who's got it. Damn it! Come on, you're lying to me. You're saying that I'm in range, but I'm not. So you've got to be a bit more generous than the range you already have. And what a time to siege up. That's one of the funniest things about playing Sergeant Hammer, is that that will happen to you a lot. You'll siege, go into siege mode, and then you'll get instantly ganked by everything. I could, of course, pay more attention to when the heroes are coming back and all that, but then where would the fun in that be? Tassadar trying to get away with it. I don't think he can, though. He's got no mana. It's up to a stun. Oh my goodness. He might... Oh. Well, he get away. He didn't get away, but they took a little bit of punishment for that. But there's still 5 of them over there, and they're just hanging around, having fun. Praki's going to get ganked now. He's got Abathur up his arse, and it's not doing him any favours. Okay, now the mines have opened up. That's a bad time for us to basically lose people. So, yep. We still got to try to go for it though, because there's so much reward for getting a giant golem. So you either go for the mercs or you continue to push. I can't really do too much. We've got Abathur on our base, I believe. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's over here. And only Ufa, and he's struggling to get in there. Okay, I'm going to deal extra damage to disable targets, simply because when the opponents do get disabled, such as get stunned or whatnot, CC'd, controlled, then I'm just going to be doing extra damage to them, and that's what I do. I do extra damage. Got to be so careful here. I'll only siege mode when I think it's definitely safe. Oh, thank you very much for that. That's nice. Oh, it's like a mecha Moradin. And here comes the gank from behind. So now I'm going to go into siege mode because it should be safer for me to do it. I don't have hover siege, so that's one thing you're going to notice is when you start playing this, now would be a good time for blunt force gun. It's all kicking off. Still trying to stay at the back here a little bit. Don't want too much attention. Let those guys soak up all the attention. And now we can start off on this mob. Put some mines behind us just in case. And enjoy doing some deeps towards the golem. It's all good, baby. So yeah, level 16, you would normally take hover siege mode. It got moved back as well. You can move 50% movement speed in siege mode. It's like a no-brainer. But that's not to say you can't play Sergeant Hammer without it.
Defend this golem rather than attack.
You reckon?
That's what I reckon.
Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, you would almost always go for hover siege mode, but at the moment I obviously don't have that choice because this is the first time
skull anyway.
Playing it. Yeah, this is another tactic you can use. If you've got less skulls than the enemy, it's more in their interest to actually go and get that golem because they're going to get a bigger golem. But the one danger of leaving that skull is if they leave it really late game, the golem's more powerful the higher level you get, so that's the one downfall to basically leaving a skull there and making them do the hard work and going into the mines and getting it. Oh, see if I can do some damage here. I've got my blunt force gun, so that'd be nice. I'm going to do it. Oh, I'm going to get interrupted and not do it. Oh, your mosh pits are so good this game. I'm getting away with murder. I'll still be able to take him now. Will he be able to get hit? Oh, he was trying to get away in the bush. He was trying to teleport out. Stop stunning me, for God's sake. They've got so many stuns on the enemy team. So we're just hunting them down now. Might be an idea to get the golem now, simply because they can't use her. I might go and get it, to be honest. I might be that guy in the team that everyone's like, no, what are you doing? Don't do it. What are you doing, man? I'm just doing it. It's dumb. By the time that thing goes up, they're only just going to come out of their base, so they're not going to be up its arse. Well, we'll see, basically. It was about 17 seconds when they had to come out, quite a few of their heroes. Let's load up some mines here. Oh, Abertha, the cheeky mule boy, setting that up, getting ready. Tassadar is really, really good for defending on this map versus golems because of the shield. So we can easily deal with this golem. Even though it's a big boy, we can easily take him. Look how large he is. We've got the mule going to town, and we've got the shields. It's pretty darn good. I can use blunt force gun, but it would be a bit silly really, not so necessary. I could put my mines closer to it, and if he got close enough, or someone agitated them, then maybe they could anticipate him, but I'm not going to do it. As you can see, this fort is pretty much doing very well right now. It's pretty much at full health, so yeah, not too much trouble there. And GG, see you later, golem. That was a good time to use it after all. And there goes the golem. You said it, Sergeant Hammer. You said it. Uh-oh. I sense a Falstad flyby. The Falstad flyby is near. It's going to happen. When you're ready. I'm getting ready for Pracky to maybe use his mosh pit. Got to be ready to siege up for it. I haven't got the advantage of siege mode, so you just got to kind of anticipate when it's going to happen. And now might be a good time. I might try to get controlled by them. They're going to go for me. I will get out of this situation, and I'll still use my blunt force gun and get 3 of them, and then I'll go back into siege mode when I can, or I'll get ahead of them and then go into siege mode because, well, I think they're going to be running away from us this game. I just get that feeling. I get that frisky feeling. Even though I'm running back and they're coming towards us, I still feel like they're going to run away. It's going to happen. And at the moment, I'm just strafe attacking more than anything else. And by the time I siege up, I'll get a couple of cheeky hits on Muradin. Oh, and he gets an even cheekier hit on me. Mecha Muradin. I've not seen that skin before. I'll actually have to check that out after the game or something. Fucking ETC was useless, that fight. I don't know what he was doing. He's just dancing around attacking minions. Let's have a look. Oh, my damage.
Be sure to tell him how awful he was that game.
I will do. I should be telling him during the game as well. I'm calling him a noob consistently. My damage has been pretty terrible this game, but I've been super sort of aggressive, which is my typical build, and I find it really hard to sort of not be aggressive and get up in the enemy's face. I need to sit back and relax as a siege tank, and I can't do it because it just doesn't fit my play style. So I've had some funny engagements. We've got the mine back up again, and I'm going to use my boosters because there's not really any reason not to use it. It's going to take a while to get back up there, especially as a slow-ass siege tank. You can't mount or fly to anywhere, but you can speed yourself up once every 45 seconds or 30 seconds, depending on whether you got the speed boost thrusters, or maybe even 20 seconds, I don't know. Something like that. Let's get into the impact. No one's dead just yet. Now's a good time. Get my blunt force gun going, hit as many people as I can, and then get killed. That's just kind of the way it is a bit. The game is just playing this way. They've got a lot of warriors, so they can get up in my face quite easily. They haven't got many vulnerable heroes, so it's a lot easier for them to get up into my personal space. I was technically sieged miles away from them, but by the time you know, I get going, they just keep running towards me. Looks like a good time to pick up Resurgence of the Storm. Now I'm dead. But yeah, Resurgence of the Storm, brilliant ability. Orbital BFG is really tempting as well, particularly in stalemate type games where it just comes down to how much health the buildings have. So Orbital BFG makes it so that your ultimate just keeps repeating itself over and over. So if you fire it from here to the fort, it will go off the map, and then about 5 seconds later it will come from here and go, and it'll just do that over and over and over and over again. So you don't ever really have to recast it unless you want to reposition it, or maybe for a team fight. And we're back. At least when I die next time, I'll be back within 5 seconds. The enemies are starting to catch up a little bit because obviously we were ahead, so if they have a little fight with us and they do okay, then, well, you know what's going to happen is they're going to get more experience than we are. Don't stand in the middle of the enemy team. Yeah, it's a good point, really. But my siege is completely and utterly crap right now. I get ready to defend. I don't know what you're doing. Look at my fucking range. I tell you what.
I don't know what they're trying to do here. This is really bad.
Apparently I'm supposed to be assisting them though. Okay, well I'm at the back as far as I can be. You know one of the reasons why I am in so much... Oh, I'm just going to get killed here, am I? They're coming right for me. I can see it. Oh! Do some damage to the old Aoife. Bring him down. Maybe a bit on the old Faustad. I think they've overstepped their mark. And then get the fuck out if I can before I get stunned and controlled and killed. Oh, there's a little save, but it's okay. 5 seconds and I'm back. I know one of the reasons why this is even harder as sgt.hammer than it normally ever is because one of the talents increases my range and I can't get that, so that's harsh. I'll have to find out what it is, but yeah, my siege range is absolutely appalling. Look at the siege range. Can you see my lines? I'm trying to big up this hero and be like, yeah, it doesn't matter too much if you've been talent gated, but my range is fucking appalling, literally. Like, I'll tell you where you can stand, and that's my range limit. For those that aren't familiar with Siege Tank, you wouldn't know, but for those that are, she normally has an incredible range. Okay, I'll tell you where to stand. Go left, now stop, stop. You're basically standing pretty much slightly outside of my range. My maximum range. It's really bad, that.
I think you should learn to play.
I think I should. I feel like Faustad's got a longer range than me. I want to see what talent I'm missing that does that. It's one of these. Increases basic attack range. So you either get Vampiric Assault, which is really good, or increases basic attack range, which is pretty huge. 20% extra range there. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Stop pissing about.
This is a video guide. People need to learn. Okay, we're just going to siege up here and then get fucked. Get back a bit. And then see if we can get away with another siege in a moment. We're in a good position for this. Okay, this looks good. Blunt force gun. Oh, there we go. Yep, take that warrior team. So it's very annoying to play against them, but at the end of the day, they are lacking a lot of damage, so they're not going to get away with quite so much. Good game, team. Good game. Well played. New Barak is back. Could just get the golem, but otherwise we'll push here because I've got the power to push. Am I in range? Just about. Or am I? I don't even know anymore. My ranges are pitiful. But it's okay because you can still play this game perfectly fine even when you're talent gated. As you can see, we're about to win. But it's still not bloody easy. Now I've got to be in range of that, surely. Yeah, I think we might have this. It's in the bag. Oh, look at the damage. Now, normally I should have done like 100k plus damage. But I've obviously been pretty damn bad this game. But it's been fun. So, that's the main thing. Didn't we all just have fun? Do you mind, Ufa? I'm just trying to have some fun here. Stop. What's your problem? Seriously? Do you think you can stop me? Frickin'! Oh! He stopped my ultimate. and put it on a 10-second cooldown again. That was fun. It was actually fun, but it was a nightmare to play because they're all freaking warriors that are running towards me, constantly stunning me and effing me up. You were supposed to protect me.
Oh, I did to an extent. I protected you by stunning all of them for about 5 seconds.
Wow. I can't really argue with that too much, but I still want to. Alright then, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you later.